What is going on, everybody? It's your man, Big B, along with Big G. Welcome back to the big show and Steelers Almighty. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in the studio. Last week, I was out trying to do the show as I was driving home from the airport. So appreciate producer and G holding it down, but I am back in studio. And it is great to be back, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody. We got a great show for you guys here today, man. Got some things to talk about. First off, as far as some quick hits, we're going to talk just a tad bit about a little college football. Some of the playoff expansion stuff, a little college football, and how Ohio State's going to choke away another run in the playoffs. We're going to talk about that. Then Big Ben, his Hall of Fame countdown is on the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the way. Calvin Austin talking about his coaching shakeup and basically how he got John Harbaugh fired last year from the Ravens. And then Brian Flores, his war against the NFL. We'll discuss that as far as some quick hits. Main topics, ranking the AFC North's offensive line. Where do the Pittsburgh Steelers stack up when it comes to offensive lines in the AFC North? Colin Cowherd's attack on Omar Khan. Cowherd has basically gone the way. You know how Skip Bayless is basically all he ever talked about was LeBron James? Colin Cowherd has now done everything in his power. That's all he ever talks about is how bad the Steelers are in the organization. That's all he talks about these days. So, and then we'll also talk about the defensive restructuring by Patrick Graham and some of those things. So before we get started, Big G, how you doing today?
Man, absolutely fabulous, man. Another Tuesday, man. Got to get to it. Got to get it done tonight on the big show. And I'm hyped for it, man, because we get to touch a lot of subjects this evening, and we get to talk Steelers football, but it's a great thing, and it's a big thing. And I'm even ready to talk about the great Gazoo and Aaron Rodgers and how he's going to make that offensive line better. So let's get it started, B. Let's do what we do on the big show, ready to get it jumping, see all the people in the live chat. What's cracking to all you guys, man? And let's freaking go, dog. Let's go.
Absolutely, man. Look, first off, I want to thank everybody for being in here, man. Thank you guys for showing up like you guys have and always do. We appreciate that. Again, if you want your comment, question, or rant up on the screen, you want to support the channel that way, you can do that. You know how to do that. Members always get their comments, questions, or rants up on the screen. So if you want to support the channel that way, you can. We see a ton of members are in the house tonight. I appreciate everybody in here. Let's get after this a little bit, G. Let's get after this. So first thing first, a little quick hits here. College football, 2014 playoff. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. G, first off, what are your thoughts?
Well, let me say this. I think that there was a pushback when it went from 4 to 12 because of how fast it went. And now you're getting certain conferences, namely the Big Ten, that's saying, let's get 24, and the SEC saying, hold your roll. We ain't trying to go all up like that. I think there's pros and cons with it. But to go to a 2014 playoff, you are literally saying that there's 24 teams that could win a national championship. I don't know if we're to that stage of the game yet, B, especially when you have to include all the conferences, the Big 10, the Big 12, the ACC, the SEC, the non-Power 5, and now you got to throw that diabolical pack, whatever the hell it is, back into the mix. So, there ain't 24 teams that can win the chip, bro. So, I don't like it like that.
Well, and here's the thing. College football is not a tournament sport. It never has been. So them going to a 24-team tournament would make it a tournament sport, which I disagree with. That's something that Kirby Smart said today. I don't, there's not 64 teams that can win the national championship in basketball or 68 teams. So that part I don't mind. But quite frankly, I think it's just a smokescreen for the SEC and Big Ten as well. Because here's the thing, the Big Ten, not so much, more the SEC. Because the SEC will scream at us that 9 or 10 teams are the best 25 in the country. Well, they don't want to do that because they know that, how they're ranking Tennessees of the world and the Missouris of the world when they have to go and play like an ACC team and they go get their ass kicked, they won't be able to make the claim that, oh, it just means more in the SEC. Ain't nobody going to want to hear that because they wouldn't be able to believe that. Got our first super chat of the night. Bernard says, Michael Wilbon said Aaron is irrelevant. The Steelers are third place in the AFC. And I mean, that's just what everybody always says, man. I mean, like we talk about all the time. If you're not talking about the Steelers during this time, your network is struggling. And
Facts.
so people are going to talk and say those things about him anyway. But that's where I'm at with it, with college football. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but that's where I think because the ACC, the Big 12, they want it. You know, they're for it because they know this is their opportunity. We get 3 teams into this thing. We're going to beat somebody from the SEC. We're going to beat somebody from the ACC. And then everything from the Big 10 and everything that people have been saying for years, hey, you guys are top heavy. Stop telling us that you got the best 10 out of 25 teams in the country. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense.
Well, B, the fact of the matter is this. The SEC has not had a team in a national championship game since the 2022-23 season. There's not. The last team that was there was Georgia, and they played TCU. They ain't been there. And so now the SEC's been screaming, talking about that we're the top dogs. Where? Because the Big Ten done ripped 3 off in a row. So the SEC, it's like you said, they always, Texas A&M is good, and Tennessee's good, and Missouri's good, and Ole Miss is good. They ain't no damn good. They can't win no national championship. Now, if you're talking about Georgia and Bama, I'm going to back up because they done proven that they don't win chips. But the reason why I don't think they didn't want 24 is the bottom line is it gives, like you said, those other teams, conferences, an opportunity to win a chip. And somebody could get hot, B. All you got to win is in the 24-game setting is 4.
That's a lot of games. That's a lot of football games, G. It's different in basketball than football, man. 4 games is a lot of football games to win in a tournament.
You know who did it? Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks. The Bucks got hot and got old Chips Ahoy cookie. So, hey, it can happen.
Easiest road to a title in the history of mankind.
Stop that. That's hating.
But I'm not lying.
Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame.
Tennessee. Start again and tell me again how good Tennessee is.
Okay. Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame.
Oregon, fraud.
They was number 1.
It doesn't mean they weren't a fraud. They're playing the Big 10. Fraud. Okay. I want to hear it, G. Anytime anybody physical plays against Oregon, what happens?
Well, I know we won 4.
Okay.
I know we won 4 and got a chip. That's all I know. We got 4 and got a chip. That's all. Hey, that's all it matters.
I like this comment by KTV. The Ohio State suck-eyes got lucky. Exactly.
He's a Wolverine fan. I already know. He diabolical tune. I already know.
No, I mean, when you're a Michigan fan, you have the superior ball club, superior program. But I'm not going to get into that. We don't need to get into that today.
We can't.
I mean, you don't like truth bombs, and I'm afraid that there's too many truth bombs in here. Somebody said, "Watch your mouth, KTB." Tyrone's an Ohio State fan. I know it.
Tell him watch his damn mouth. What is he talking about? Tell him.
Oh man, Bernard with the super chat. He says, "I think A-Rod will make it through the season. Dude is tough as hell. This being his last season, he's not going to want to miss a single snap." Yeah, I would guess he plays. I don't know if he's going to want like a what do they call it, a retirement tour or whatever. I don't think he's going to necessarily want that, but I think he's going to do everything in his power to win every single game that the Pittsburgh Steelers play. So
that's he done went back in time. The guys, he's on the great Gazoo. He done caught in that space-time continuum. He done went back in time. Look at his body. He looking good, B. I was looking at the film, 7 to 10 pounds. He looked good. He muscled up at OTAs. No media in the thing today. You know that was install day. You know it was install day.
And there ain't no media tomorrow either.
Hell no, install. You ain't going to see nothing. Nothing. Yeah, so let's go. I'm ready for the Gazoo. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
That's the thing is like all this install stuff. Like when the Steelers are installed, when no media is allowed, they're like, yeah, you can't see nothing. We're not showing you anything. Not anything. So I like it. I like it. Moving on, man. So Big Ben's Hall of Fame countdown has started to begin, G. Ben officially hitting the ballot for the class of 2027. What do you? Well, first off, let's debate the first ballot lock status versus historically waiting periods for quarterbacks. Like first ballots, Dan Fouts, Joe Montana, Jim Kelly, John Elway, Marino, Young, Aikman, Warren Moon, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. You know, and then these are considered first ballots, but they were inducted as soon as they qualified. So these are older guys: Johnny U, Bart Starr, Terry Bradshaw, Staubach, George Blanda. What are the chances that Big Ben is a first ballot Hall of Famer?
99.9999%. Ben going in, bro. Ben's going. His resume speaks it alone. His resume alone. Multiple quarterback winner, done outstanding job in the NFL, won all kind of games, threw for all kind of yards. Big Ben's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now, I know some folks with his personal life and this, that, and this, that might hold him out. But, man, when we're talking about what you did on the playing field in the National Football League, Big Ben, in my estimation, is a top 10 quarterback all time easy. I mean, there's not even no argument to try to keep top 10. Put him in there. Big Ben is a dog, bro. A killer. A killer.
I don't know, G. I don't know, because I could just look at this list right here, and that don't even have Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes on it. And I could look at this list right here, and I might be able to get you 10 names that are better than him on this list.
B, if it wasn't for Rashad Mendenhall, Big Ben would have been 3-0.
Well, Rashad Mendenhall played on the team, so we can't play hypothetical football.
Yeah, he's trash, Rashad Mendenhall. but Big Ben balled out. And B, he battled with Brady. He battled with Peyton Manning.
No, I'm not saying
he battled with him.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying if you go down this list, like for me, first off, I'm biased. I'm old school. Joe Montana is always going to be my number one quarterback. I know Brady passed. I get all of that, but I'm a Joe Montana guy, okay? But if you got Joe Montana, John Elway, Dan Marino, Steve Young, now I do believe that Big Ben is better than Troy Aikman. I believe that he's better than Troy Aikman. But is he better than Warren Moon?
He better than Steve Young.
Oh, okay. I said that.
Yeah, he's better than Steve Young.
Is he better than Brett Favre?
Hell yeah.
Brett Favre threw 1 million interceptions, but he's not better than Peyton Manning. And it's debatable on whether he's better than Drew Brees.
Okay, that's 6.
6?
Yeah, that's 6.
1. John Elway?
7? No, I think you counted Elway. 6, 7. Big Ben top 10, dog.
4, 5, 6. Well, Tom Brady.
7.
And Patrick Mahomes.
No, Patrick Mahomes can't even get in the conversation right now. He ain't eligible.
3 Super Bowls?
Okay, when it's his time, it's his time. I'm saying
just
right
because
now,
you're playing doesn't mean you're not good, G.
Big Ben top 10. Big Ben top 10, B. I'm telling you.
And he might be. I'm not saying he's not.
10. Top 10.
I mean, he's better than Bradshaw then.
Hell yeah.
And I think he's better than Bradshaw. I don't even put Bradshaw on that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Big Ben is a beast, bro. Big Ben is an absolute monster. And you know what the killer part is, bro? Now, outside of Danny Marino, look at what he didn't have. When you look at some of them other guys on the list and look who they was throwing the ball to and this, that, and this, look what Ben didn't have. Now, Antonio Brown killed him. Let's be clear. For about 4 years, he tore the NFL's ass up. You hear me? But Big Ben didn't have all that. He had freaking Antoine Randall L. and Hines Ward. I'm not saying they trash. He had Santonio Holmes and the diabolical Plaxico Burress. Hell, they drafted horrible-ass Lima Swede. I mean, Ben didn't have a lot, man. And Ben was still out there killing them. He killed the league, bro.
When Big Ben was cooking, his wide receiver was Antonio Brown. Oh, yeah. Let's not kid ourselves, G. When Big Ben was really, really cooking, Antonio Brown was his wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
And Antonio Brown was the best wide receiver in football. And here's the thing that I would say. They start taking this off-the-field stuff into consideration and start making people wait. For instance, why the hell isn't Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame? You know, now granted, you could say the stuff that he did directly affected the game, which okay,
Cheating.
I can get by with that. But my whole thing is that I don't think if they keep Big Ben out from being a first ballot Hall of Fame, I think it's absolute garbage. I'm just absolute garbage. But I could understand based on their reasoning on how they're now, because remember, they didn't take any off the field stuff into consideration until it was time for T.O. to go in.
That's facts.
And once it was time for T.O. to go in, then all of a sudden they changed the rules and said, oh, well, we can take, even though T.O., first of all, now we got to be clear about this. I want to make sure we're clear. It's not that I'm a big T.O. fan, but T.O. never got in trouble off the field.
That's facts.
He didn't get arrested. He didn't get accused of anything. Like, all his stuff was, well, he didn't get along with the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. But on the field, in practice, he was the hardest worker. And in the games, you couldn't stop him.
That's facts.
So that's the whole thing. So to me, didn't make sense. And if they do it to Big Ben, it's not going to make sense. But I could at least understand. Let me get into super chat. Said Big Ben or A-Rod. Aaron Rodgers better than Big Ben?
Oh.
You can just say yes and move on. A man that won 4 Super Bowls or 4 MVPs to one that won 0.
Well, he beat him head up. He got 1 chip though. But A-Rod did beat Big Ben up front. I mean, that's. I think they both first ballots. But let's be clear. The NFL hates the Steelers. They pissed off that they got all them damn people in the Hall of Fame already.
They do.
And there should be about 10 more Steelers getting in the damn Hall of Fame. But they trying to hold certain guys out. So, because they know we're going to jump leaps and Browns in front of everybody. So some of that is the hating on the Steelers. Not to get all them dudes in the Hall of Fame. But I think Ben should go. First ballot, man, get him in there. I think A-Rod first ballot. I mean, first ballot in.
I don't think that's up for debate. A guy that won 4 MVPs has got to wait? That's crazy. Yeah. He's not going to have to wait. No.
Yeah. Get him all.
No.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
I want A-Rod to go in as a Steeler, dog. I want A-Rod to go in as a Steeler.
That's not going to happen.
I know, but I want it. I want it bad. I want to be talking strong. Be like, we got A-Rod, Ben, Bradshaw. All our quarterbacks go to the Hall of Fame.
Who's not going to go into the Hall of Fame, and he's not going to go in?
Who?
Is Antonio Brown.
No, hell no.
Antonio Brown is not going into the Hall of Fame. That's not going. And to be honest with you, that one, I don't even like. I don't even argue with people when people say that. Like, I'm like, I get it. Because here's the thing. The last thing that people can't see from you on a football field is you stripping down butt naked, G, or running off the field. That can't be the last thing that people see of you, and then all of a sudden we're going to put you in the Hall of Fame. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. It's just a damn shame, too, because he absolutely, for 6 years,
killed the league.
I mean, oh, my God, he was so good.
Killed the league. Killed the league. Best receiver. Killed the league.
Killed them.
No stopping him. No stopping him at all. Nobody had an answer for AB.
Nobody. Double team, I don't care. It didn't matter.
Tony toe tapping on their ass left and right.
Yes. But he's not going in.
Hitting him with the little shake, in the end zone, booty shaking. I was like, oh, God. Yeah. AB, man, was a dog. AB was a dog.
But he ain't going, man. He ain't going. So I just that's too bad. That's too bad. But here's the thing is that I think Big Ben should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I know how voters are. Hell, you remember NBC fired Tony Dungy for the nonsense that they talked about because they didn't put Bill Belichick in because other guys who hadn't made it needed to get in. I'm like, since when is that the criteria? I gotta wait because y'all didn't vote in somebody else? What the hell's that about?
Somebody in the live chat said it's a damn shame L.C. Greenwood ain't in the Hall of Fame.
I think he made it, didn't he?
He should have been in if he ain't in.
Yeah, he should have been in.
Should have been in. What is we talking about? It's ridiculous how they do. And like I said, that's the NFL hating on the Steelers. The NFL don't want all them Steelers in the Hall of Fame. Hell, we could have our own damn wing. If they would just do right, Go put Hines Ward in, put L.C. Greenwood in. Let's get the right guys in. Go and put Ben in. Jerome Bettis, get all the right guys in there. Let's get Dave DeCastro in there. Let Alan Finneker, let's get them on in there because they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. We could have our own damn wing, but and Canton, Ohio? Oh God, they ain't gonna be able to take that. They ain't gonna be able to take that in Canton, Ohio? Man.
Smootest with the super chat said Tony Dungy basically cucked Belichick out of the Hall of Fame. And he did. He did. I mean, now Miss Christine got a point, said OJ's in there, so anything off the field shouldn't matter. It's supposed to be about football. First of all, OJ is innocent. I just want to make sure that I'm clear. OJ is innocent.
Damn.
I'll never forget that. I don't care what happens in my life. I remember 1994 Indiana All-Star basketball team. We're in a hotel, and the Knicks game was on. The Knicks and the Rockets, and we're all watching it. And they split screen to OJ, and we're like, "What the hell? What is going on here?" Mm-hmm. And it's OJ and that damn Bronco. Mm-hmm. I'm like, "What is going on?" I'll never forget that. But my thing is, if OJ can be in, anybody can be in, because OJ killed somebody. G.
Yeah, facts.
He killed, and they didn't kick him out. Now, granted, and then that's how you knew the Hall of Fame was BS. It's like, well, wait a minute, you can't just kick him out. Why? Yeah. He killed somebody. Well, he was proven innocent.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Should have marked his ass right on it, take the bus and everything, just threw it out on the corner. They should have right off the bat, but they didn't. That's what I'm saying. They hate on the Steelers.
They do.
We need our own wing. Like I said, Casey Hampton. No, I don't know about Casey Hampton, but Finneker, DeCastro, Pouncey, Big Ben, Hines Ward, L.C. Greenwood. Dog, with about another 10. We got about 10 of them lined up. Go and get him in there. Now, AB won't get in there, but he deserves it. So, like, dog, it's a lot. The NFL don't want that happening in Canton, Ohio. They don't want it.
Nope,
they don't want it happening. They don't want it.
Sheila Lee with the super chat said it's a crime L.C. Greenwood ain't in. Yeah, that's right.
Facts.
He's not. It is. He should have been in.
Been in
there,
man. They tripping. Total tripping.
And my whole thing is, well, we can't put everybody from. Why can't you?
The whole damn team.
If they were that good, why can't you put them all in?
The whole team. Put the whole team in. The whole damn the 70 Steelers, the whole damn team. All of them. Rocky Blyer, get all their asses in there. Get them in there. Get them in that Hall of Fame, man. They deserve it. They was the best team, man. Come on, man.
Miss Christine talking about she's got a good story from the day the OJ Bronco chase. I got a feeling Miss Christine was one of them people on the overpass with the sign saying, "Free OJ, free the juice." I just have a feeling about it.
I got the over-under. She was somewhere within 100 yards of Dennis Rodman. I got the over-under. I got the over-under.
Don't fit. You must see.
100 yards within. She was within 100 yards. She was in an eye shot from Dennis Rodman. That's my over-under. That's my over-under. She was within an eye shot of Dennis Rodman. I guarantee.
Oh man, AB almost killed somebody. If you know, you know. Says Spootus. He did.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. We're gonna find out with Big Ben. But again, if Big Ben don't get in on the first ballot, it's BS. Let's just call it what it is, people.
Yeah, it is
BS.
Yeah, facts. He deserved it. He should be in the Hall. Let's get the countdown started, and the NFL needs to honor him and get him in the Hall of Fame. Let's get him in there. Let's get him in there.
Then next quick hit here. Brian Flores, who we all know coached the Steelers, but he filed a case against the NFLG. Supreme Court basically said, nope, it's okay. You can go to trial. They denied the league's final appeal, so this thing can go to trial. The NFL is going to have to settle. Then they're not going to go to trial and let all this evidence get thrown out there, because here's the thing. The reason that they're appealing and not going to trial is because the league knows that something dirty went on. They know it. So they're going to settle, and that's just the way it is. Whether we believe in the case or we don't, the bottom line is there is no way in the world that the NFL would waste money on appeals if something hadn't gone on that wasn't supposed to go on. They would have just said, okay, we'll go to trial. Fine. We'll go to trial and we'll figure this thing out. They are going to settle, just like in the concussion case, G. Like they knew, which is why they settled. They did the same thing. They appealed. Oh, no, we'll settle. We don't want to go to trial. We don't want to do that, which is why I'm still interested in this whole John Gruden case too. Because John Gruden, sent those crazy emails talking about black folks, but at the same time, he's suing the NFL because his thing is, well, you guys leaked it. I'd been talking about this for years. How did these things even get leaked? So we'll see what happens with Brian Flores, but it's an unfortunate situation that a man got fired because he didn't want to tank. Like, how does a coach get fired because you win too much, and then you don't get the opportunity to get another job when clearly he's qualified?
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is this. There's 31 NFL owners because the Green Bay Packers community owns the Green Bay Packers.
Correct.
So there's 31 NFL owners. You cannot tell me, and these guys are multi-billionaires. You can't tell me that there's not collusion that exists in the National Football League. Just bottom line. There's 31 guys that are elite, and you can't tell me they don't hang around each other, talk to each other, deal with each other, even in a casual manner, and having conversations about players and stuff like that. The NFL will never admit collusion, but that's really what happened to Flores. It's a collusion deal. He sort of got blackballed. He got and we know why. Because like you said, he refused to tank. He didn't want to just have the Miami Dolphins because his rep was on the line. Because if I suck as a coach, based on how it currently works in the NFL, I might not never get another opportunity to become a head coach. So I'm not losing games just because you want me to. And on a promise or a win that I'll get another opportunity to become a head coach in the National Football League. So I think ultimately they'll settle, but I think this sets the precedent to try to help the next set of coaches. Because anytime you have stuff that happens like this, the suing and all what else, there's a precedence or a standard that's set. And maybe now the next coach might not have to go through what Flores went through. Because I think it's absurd if a owner tells a head coach to start losing football games on purpose. I think right now they should strip his ownership. If you tell a team that they should start losing, they need to strip your ownership right away. Because it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And that's the whole thing. Not only did they have proof of that, they also had proof they were recruiting Tom Brady before he was even a free agent.
Facts.
That really got him in trouble because Flores told and was like, what are you doing? We have a quarterback. No. Well, he told. Then they won too many games, and then all of a sudden, now he's fired. And you're like, well, hold on a second. Your team was trash, and he was winning, and you got rid of him because they didn't have good players. Well, you got rid of the good players. But it is what it is. There's no way that this thing is going to trial with Brian Flores. And what Smootest is right. He says, so John Gruden's argument against the NFL is that he didn't say anything, he wouldn't have got caught for saying a bunch of slurs. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Is that they leaked his information, and that's what he's suing about. It's not that he didn't say it. No, that's not the argument. He said it, but hey, you leaked the information, man. You leaked. Nobody would have known if you hadn't leaked it, which I don't know if I'm not a legal expert, so I don't know if that's illegal or not. I have no clue. But the bottom line is that's Gruden's argument. And I'm like, come on, man.
But B, we know, let's be clear. We know if the information would have got to you, somebody was getting snitched on.
Exactly.
I'm just saying from experience. You my dude, man, we tight like brothers. But dog, somebody getting told on. I'm just telling you. So you better not, and lightweight, you better not tell G either. Because I'm telling. I'm telling it. I'm telling it. I don't give a damn.
You know me. Nothing's going to get by me, especially if there's a payday involved. If somebody comes up to me and says, hey, B, I'll throw you a couple of dollars. You know anything? Yes, I sure do. I sure do know. You know me. I'm Big B the snitch. So I will snitch on you in a heartbeat. I have no problem. Again, especially if they say, hey, man, we'll throw a couple dollars your way. What do you know? I know everything. I know everything.
The whole story. What you want to know? How it started or how it ended? What you want to know? How it started? Because I know the whole damn thing. Yeah, I feel it, bro. I feel it. So
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not going to make up anything. but I will tell them hey, take out a recorder. I will tell you everything that I need to know. Because all I need, and matter of fact, I'm probably going to demand that you give me a couple of dollars thrown my way. Maybe I'll have a little bit of integrity about it, but it ain't going to be much. My integrity is real thin, G, when it comes to snitching. It's real thin. I'll snitch on a heartbeat.
That money pile start getting built up, boys. The integrity is going to hell. That money pile up, the integrity is out of here, bro. It's out of here. So I feel it. I understand. So listen,
man.
I'm letting y'all know, don't do nothing messed up. Because you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. I'm just telling you. Don't do nothing messed up.
I'm out there. And that's why, I hear things and people will say stuff to me, and I'm usually kind of quiet. But when it comes back around, I'm like, well, who told? Hey, did you tell me? I didn't know I wasn't supposed to tell nobody. I mean, somebody slid me a couple dollars. I'm like, hey, what do you want me to do? I mean, you don't want nobody to know. You don't tell me. That's all I'm saying. You don't want anybody to know your secrets. Do not tell me because I am snitching. I mean, chat, how many times have I snitched on you all in the chat? I mean, how many times? I mean, anytime y'all try to sneak something by, I will put it up on the screen in a heartbeat. Anytime. So
your ass is cooked. And I've been cooked. B told on me about some damn milk duds. What is y'all talking about? I got snitched on. So, yeah, come on, man. Come on, B ain't to be played with. And if the money pile right, oh God, you really in trouble. You're gonna take your whole history. Your whole history is gone.
I don't mess around with it. But it is what it is, man. We'll see. There's no way that this Flores thing is going to try. Not in my eyes, man. I don't think so. I think the league is going to do whatever they can to get this over with and move on. So
they said you sitting in the corner taking notes. That's hilarious.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely. So he said public conversations only. Hey, that's how I feel about it. You don't want nobody to know. You better have it private and buttoned up. Because if I know, then and I'm just so everybody knows, and maybe this will get me into trouble. I'm not against holding it over your head either. Yeah. If I know something about you, you don't want nobody to know. I'm not opposed to sending you a text saying, "Hey, man, what about this such and such and such and such? What do you know about that?" Well, how do you know, B? I don't have to know anything for the right price. For the right price, I don't know nothing. That's all I'm saying, G. That's all I'm saying.
You're going to say, how valuable is this information to you?
Absolutely.
How valuable is this information to you? Yeah. I understand. I get it. I totally get it. Understand it. Look at the producer. He said, damn, this is bad all over there. Bad all over. I get it. I understand it. I understand how he feel too. I get it.
Yeah, it's probably why I wasn't no good reporter, because everything was on the record. Everything on the record. Nothing off the record. You better not tell me nothing. No, you said it. I recorded it. It is what it is.
And print. Print. Soon as it said it, print. Straight print. Straight print. Soon as you said it, print. Let's go.
Oh, man. Let's move on, people. Let's get to the main topics for tonight, man. Appreciate chat, man. Thank you guys, as always. Again, appreciate you all being in here. You want your comments, questions, or rants up on the screen. Super chats are wide open if you want to help support the channel that way. Jay, Super Teeth, said Big G snitched on me with Felicia on another show. Ooh.
Show the hell did, and I'm going to snitch again.
Jeez.
I'm going to snitch again, Jay, because you was out there talking strong.
Yeah, but we're trying to make love connections on the big show, G. You can't have a love connection and then all of a sudden you're snitching on somebody. What, you breaking up happy homes?
Jay was talking strong. And Felicia called him on his stuff, and I told. I told on Lonzo Dunn, too. His disappearing act ass. He done disappeared. So listen. Don't be, listen. Especially with Felicia B, we sat right there with her. Felicia said these mugs is diabolical. They diabolical. Yep. So let's be clear. Let's be clear, Mr. J's Super Teeth. Let's be clear.
Hold the hell on, Mr. Mike and Tay. Now this cuts to my core. Talking about this is why I didn't get the Frisco King part. The entire storyline would have already been on the net. See, now that hurts. That hurts my heart a little bit.
Oh God.
I'm not saying not lying though. I'd have been there with my tape recorder, little camcorder, my phone. Say, hey man, we got to lock up your phone. I got another one hidden in my hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd have leaked out information all over the place.
Camera on the corners, big.
Yeah, buddy. I'd have leaked everything. Lord have
Mm-hmm.
mercy. So first topic for the night, man. So here's the thing. The Steelers, we're ranking the trenches of the AFC North interior offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So where do the Steelers rank as far as offensive line? Not just interior offensive line, just the AFC North offensive line. Where do they rank? Like the Steelers, they lost Isaac Siamalu. They lost a couple of veterans over the years. And the Steelers line is young, G. It is young. I mean, Troy Fautanu, Max Ahanachor, Zach Frazier, Mason McCormick, Dylan Cook. Dylan Cook's the oldest at 28. You know, Jennings Dunker, Broderick Jones. Those guys are young. So they don't necessarily have a veteran presence, but they're pretty good, you know, and we'll see. You think about the Ravens. The Ravens got Ronnie Staley, Roger Rosengarten, Vega, you know, John Simpson, Andrew Voorhees, Emory Jones, Carson Vincent. You know, not a horrible group, but not great. But we'll see. The Browns got an entire new line. Like they brought nobody back. That's how bad their line was at the end of the year. Elton Jenkins, Tevin Jenkins, what was it? Dawad Jones, Zion Johnson, Titus Howard, excuse me, Zach Zentner, Kendrick Green. Kendrick Green.
Super trash, Kendrick Green. Super duper trash. That's we already know. I don't even know who worse between him and the diabolical Dan Moore Jr. Look at that big trash, Kendrick Green. Get his ass.
Kendrick Green.
Horrible. Freaking
And then
horrible.
the Bengals, Orlando Brown. He's still around, huh? Ted Karras, Amarius Mims, who actually had a decent year last year. Dalton Reisner, Dylan Fairchild, Cody Ford, Jalen Rivers. So if you were to rank offensive lines in the AFC North, G, where would you rank them?
Well, first of all, we know who's in the damn basement. The Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals have the worst line, so let's get them the hell out the way. Let's just push them. We know that they number 4. They ain't even talking about nothing to talk about. All right, now, I think the argument, in my opinion, comes down between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns because of what the Cleveland Browns did from an upgrade standpoint. Now, I love Vega. Don't get me wrong. I love Vega. I think Vega is going to be a great player for Baltimore. And Baltimore usually does really well in the rushing the football. Hell, Derrick Henry's been killing the league. But Pittsburgh, the unknown is the youngsters. We know what we got in McCormick. We know what we got in Fautanu. We know what we got in Frazier. I think we know what the hell we got in Cook and Anderson. We know Broderick Jones, big trash Jordan shoes wearing ass. We already know. He ain't even that one. But Ahanachor and Dunker, and I know Brock Hoffman, you throw him in the mix and McCullum, we got some line. Matter of fact, I'm going to say this. If the Steelers' offensive line plays to average or above average, the Steelers going on a hell of a run this year. The whole key is to them youngsters. So I think the debate is clear between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. But just based on potential, I'm going to give it to the Steelers. I'm going to Steelers the best line. Now, I know that Hanachor and I know that Dunker ain't played it down. I know that. But, man, we can already sort of tell. We can already tell already. I mean, there's a reason why they closed in practices. You would have never saw that at diabolical Tomlin closing practices this early. You would have never seen that.
No.
Well, there's a reason. There's a reason. So I want to give us the edge. Now, they got to do it. They got to put it on tape. But I go Steelers 1, Browns 2, Ravens 3, Bengals 4. That's my rank. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gotcha. So for me, again, all of this, you know, we're ranking them today, G, but all of this we reserve the right to change once pads go on. You know, because it's so hard to judge an offensive line when there's no pads on. Yeah, I'm just telling you like it is. It's hard to judge it. So, but for now, I'm going to say the Steelers have the best line, but I'm going to go with the Ravens right below them because I know they lost Linderbaugh. I 100% understand that, but some of the other, like Ronnie Staley is really good.
That's facts.
You know, and we've seen Roger Rosengarten handle TJ Watt by himself.
That's facts.
And if Vega is what everybody says that he's going to be, there's that too. Now, on the other side, like John Simpson, not any good. You know, Emory Johnson, not any good. So, you know, they've got some things. And again, you're going to have to convince me that Carson Vincent is going to be halfway decent at center. So we're going to see. But I still have the Steelers 1, Ravens right behind them, the Browns right behind them, and then the Bengals. And again, Amarius Mims was probably the Bengal. Yeah, it was either him or Karras as far as the best last year. The Bengals line got a little better, but it's still not any good because I am damn sure not a believer in Orlando Brown. I am not, and nobody is because he's not very good, but they paid him $1 trillion, so he's got to be out there. But that's where I'm at. But the bottom line is it's early, but that would be my ranking. Steelers 1, Ravens 2, Browns 3, and both of them are right behind the Steelers because let's not kid ourselves. We're a Steelers podcast. This is a Steelers channel. And so we're obviously going to have a little bit of a slant and a lean, but the Steelers have question marks on their line too. So we can't act like they don't have some question marks. They do. But I still like the pieces that the Steelers have better.
Yeah. Like you said, the whole thing is pads. Once we get to pads, and if Dunker do what I think he's going to do, and Hahanachor do what I think he's going to do, we cooking with fish grease. I'm telling you right now, that the whole key to the 2026 season is the right side of the offensive line. If Dunker and Hahanachor are what we think they are and what we believe they are, the NFL can look out. Because I'm telling you right now, first of all, you're not going to be able to touch Rodgers. Let's be clear. You're not getting to him. Because the whole thing, what the Steelers' weakness was, or their kryptonite, was that they had to provide so much help on the edges for our tackles last year. Now, if you ain't got to get Fautanu or Hahanachor that much help, dog, it's going to get diabolical. It's going to get diabolical. Play action is going to be kicking that ass. And B, we're going to start actually seeing them run in between the center and guard gaps on both sides of the line outside of the zone stretch. Because I think we're going to be better in the run game faster than the pass game. But that's going to set up that play action, and we're going to be tearing teams up, man. So listen. And Dowdell is, what is the average, 4.7 yards per carry? Hell, he going to fall forward and get 5? So I'm just saying, man, moving the chains, having the youngsters go, and you already know how I feel about Dunker. Cut from that Robert Gallery page. I want him to line up on the first play of the game and piss on himself and then punch somebody dead in the mouth. That's what I want him to do on the first play.
Hey, hold on, wait. You want him to piss on himself and do what in somebody's
and then
mouth?
punch somebody dead in the mouth. Punch somebody dead in the mouth. On the first play. On the first play, because that's what Robert Gallery did. He went up to the line of scrimmage, pissed on himself, and everybody looked around like, holy crap, what the hell? And then he punched somebody dead in the mouth. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm talking about playing nasty football. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
I'm all for people playing physical, nasty football, but there's only a limit to where I can go with you. I don't want nobody pissing on the field, man. I can't take it, G.
You don't care. You don't. And Dunker cut from that cloth. His hair is, Gallery's hair was long like the Undertaker and stringy. Dunker hair just long and red. Let's get some water to it. Let's get the sweat going and all whatever else. Yeah, he cut from that cloth. I like them Iowa offensive linemen. They nasty. So, yeah, let's go. Let's freaking go.
Miss Felicia says you need a towel because you're about to foam at the mouth talking about these men pissing on themselves. That's what you're foaming out. Hopefully that's not what she's talking about. I don't know. And maybe I shouldn't have brought that comment up, but you know what? I'm snitching.
Felicia's just mad. She's just mad.
Capricorn Steel with a super chat. Appreciate you, my man. He said watching Harmon and Vega battle will be must-see TV. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yes, it will. It absolutely will. Can't wait. Can't wait. Got it several years to see all that happen. Yeah. So my man Harmon got to stay healthy this year, though. G, he got to stay healthy.
But B, I want the redheaded bandit to punch Harmon in his mouth. The first play. When
in training camp?
The first play. Matter of fact, I want him to walk up to Cam Hayward and say, hey, man, you better get some rest tonight because it's going to be a long day tomorrow, dog. I want him to walk up to him, and I want a Honichor to be over his shoulder talking about, TJ, you better rest too. And then the first play, punch him in the mouth, and let's freaking go. Let's go. Because bro, I'm not. You're going to get respect about what you do on the field. But there's just some guys that's in them, man. That's in them. And I like guys that are like that, bro, because they're going to let you know I'm not scared of nothing. Let's play football. So let's get it out of the way now because we're going to fight. We already know we're going to fight because I'm going to block you and you ain't going to like it. So let's go. Let's go.
Not sure I agree with our man Scott Henry here. He says the Steelers O-line is going to be out there meat whipping folks. I'm not sure I can go along with that one.
Hell no.
I'm not sure.
No, hell no. Hell no, ain't no meat whipping going on out there, man. Come on, man.
I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm willing to see the offensive line do, but meat whipping people, I think I'm going to pass on the line meat whipping people. But see, look, I haven't called a huddle, but damn it, I'll call one if I have to tonight, G. We haven't huddled up in a while. But damn it, we might have to because now we got guys calling for the meat whip. Yeah. First we were just talking about somebody's name. Now we got people calling for offensive linemen to meat whip somebody. I'm not comfortable, G. I'm not comfortable.
We can't do that one. We can't. But we can fight though. We can fight on the first play. Yeah. Let's fight. First play. Let's go.
Yeah. No. I get it. Super chat here by my main man, Steeler Lee, said Cam Hayward going to give Vega his welcome to the NFL moment. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And he does it with a lot of young guys. I love it. Mm-hmm. So, I love it.
That's why I want Dunker to get into it with him. B, let me tell you something. I would much rather bring the pressure than have the pressure come to me. I'm just that type of guy. I'm gonna put it out there. Now, I might get my ass whooped. I might A, B, C, and D, but I'm going to push the pressure. I'm forcing the envelope. I ain't going to sit back and wait. No, I'm forcing it. Let's go. See, you talking strong? Let's freaking go. Let's go right now.
I feel like all this pushing the envelope and talking strong, I feel like there's alternative motives behind it, G. I don't feel like you're talking about football.
No, that's the
But I'm going to leave it at football, though. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like you've got alternative motives, and I need to calm you down, man. Yeah, we got to huddle up, man. You're getting out of line, I feel like, maybe not out of line is not the wrong word, but you're going overboard with it. I got to bring you back in. We got to huddle up, man, because I don't want you this offensive line talk's got you hyped, though. Now, that I can get behind, G. This offensive line talk has got you hype, which I like I said, I love the offensive line play. I want to see guys. I know this is going to get me in trouble, but I say I love the offensive line getting physical. I want them to see getting physical, up front, pushing people around.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know that I've got alternative motives about. I mean, you're talking about punching guys in the mouth. I get it. I just don't know if Dunker, we want him doing that to Cam, or maybe he's doing that to show him I'm not playing no games. I'm here to get a job. I'm here to win a job, and I'm not taking no nonsense off of anybody when it comes to that.
That's what I'm talking about, B. That's what I'm talking about. He's there to win. He ain't there to play and mess around. I dare you to say something to you. I'm going to spit on your hand, and then afterwards I'm going to hit you, and after the whistle blow, I'm stepping on you. Now what?
Well, first of all, G, this is your teammates. You can't spit on your teammates because if you spit on me in any type of way, we're going to fight every single time I see you. And we're going to fight until I win. So you can't spit on your teammates, G. You can't be stepping on their hands.
Let's go.
We got to have a little decorum, a little bit of decorum out there.
I feel it, but B, I'm ready to go. I mean, because all this whole thing. And let me say this. Maybe I'm so hyped and excited about it because Tomlin's not in the building, right? Tomlin always held back rookies. I don't want McCarthy to hold the rookie back at all. Let them boys play.
No, I agree.
If it gets physical, if it gets nasty and mean, oh well, we're going to have some fights this year in camp. I promise you, somebody's ass getting whooped this year. Somebody, and I'm with it. I'm with because, and listen, we still teammates. At the end of the day, we can move furniture around and be mad and upset and angry at each other. But at the end, I'm gonna say, hey man, look, man, it was just, I got your back. I got your back. Cause see, I'll take a guy like that into war with me. I'll take a dude if the war with me and we going out there to win a football game. I'm gonna take him into war every time with me. Let's freaking go. Let's go. I don't care. Cause if he did it to me, what the hell is he gonna do to you? He gonna do something strange to you. So let's go. Let's freaking go.
I'm trying to keep it to football, G, but I'm not sure that you are with it. And again, the spitting on the hand, I'm with the playing nasty, hitting somebody after the whistle, but why do you have to spit on my hand? Like,
hey,
if you're my teammate, first of all, I'm going to smack you in the face with that hand immediately.
Facts.
You can't spit on my hand. You can't do that. You're crossing the line.
B, I done had it happen. I played with some dirty football players, bro. I know you did too. And like, bro, it's diabolicalness going on. See, now this is what I'm talking about with Miss Christine. She's kept it under control for weeks. And here we go. Who's that thinking nasty? She talking to her Janet Jackson. Nasty boy. See, I just anytime I try to cut her some slack and say, you know what, we're picking on Miss Christine too much. I need to stop. She's going to take it the wrong way. Then she comes up with this. And then what am I supposed to say to that, G? Like how am I supposed to react? How are we supposed to react when we feel we have conversations and say, hey, man, we're being too mean to Miss Christine. We need to relax. And then this happens. What are we supposed to do with that? B, Christine is always there. I'm just telling you, like she's just waiting for something to happen. That's how she gets down, right? Now, I wasn't being nasty. I'm just saying about how the mindset of playing football. Like, it's by any means necessary, man. Now, like I said, it might be a bit excessive to spit on somebody. That's enough. That's what punching, kicking, fighting, scrapping, hitting each other, going through the whistle and playing, snatching you up underneath your face mask, grabbing you by your jersey and not letting go. Oh, hell yeah. That's how you should get down. That you should have a reputation like that as a football player. Like, man, this dude can go. Like, so if he ain't scared of Cam, hell, how many defensive tackles are there better than Cam in the league? There ain't but about 5 or 6 of them that's right there with him. So if he ain't scared of Cam, he ain't scared of nobody. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
I mean, I'm with it. My thing is you got to back that up with some ability to play.
Yeah.
That's the one thing is that I want the aggression. I want to see somebody get nasty on the football field. I want to see that physicality. But all of that means nothing if you keep getting your ass whipped.
That's fine.
So, that all that to me is just a bunch of false stuff trying to overcompensate for you not being able to play football. So it's got to be I want to see all of that, but you got to back it up with somebody being able to block somebody too. Because otherwise you're just out there doing a whole bunch of stuff and trying to intimidate me because you really can't play football. And as grown men, we can usually see through all of that. Because what do we say in a fight, G? The guy who's always doing all that yapping is usually the one that can't fight at all.
Facts.
So I need to see some football play behind that. That's all.
Me too.
That's all.
That's all I'm saying. But I'm ultra aggressive. So I'm just being ultra aggressive. So I get it. I'm just ultra aggressive with this one, man. O-line play, let's freaking go. Let's go. Cam, I'm speaking for Dunker and for Ahanichor. Cam and TJ, you better get some rest. Harmon, you better get some rest because they ready. They ready to go in pads today. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
I always thought our main man, Capricorn Steel, was above board, G. I always thought that he was a man of conviction, a man of integrity. Capricorn Steel has been compromised, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just throwing it out there, right? He's been compromised. Said, never good to get your ass or your meat whipped. I'm just calling it right now. Mr. Capricorn Steel, a man of integrity, has been compromised by the chat. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. But he's been compromised, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sad day at Steelers Almighty when our main man, Capricorn Steel, has been compromised by the chat. It's
Hey,
unbelievable.
the,
Unbelievable.
the standard is the standard.
The standard is the standard.
The standard is the standard. Be less we can go. The standard is the standard.
Oh my goodness, man. Our main man, he's been compromised.
Mhm.
But it is what it
Absolutely.
is, man. It
That's
is
right.
what it is.
That's
You know,
facts.
the chat, we love each other in here, and it just is what it is.
Mhm.
So, speaking of that, let's move on, man. Let's talk about the secondary shift and Patrick Queen's reconstruction of this defense, G. So, locking in the front seven while completely overhauling the back end. That's kind of what they've been talking about, is that he's not going to do a whole lot of messing with what's up front. But I think the Steelers are going to be in a lot of 4-down lineman stuff.
Yeah.
But he acted like they might be in a lot of 5-down lineman things too. I don't know. We'll see. But they're definitely going to overhaul the defense, stressing cornerback, press man coverage, trusting them people. We're going to talk a little bit about Jamel Dean on the podcast tomorrow. But I think that's kind of what you got to do, G. You got these two really good cornerbacks. First, I'll ask you this. When was the last time the Steelers, and I know we've had this discussion before, but when was the last time that the Steelers have had two really good corners on the team at the same time?
Easy. Carnell Lake, Rod Woodson. Let's keep it pushing. It's been that long since we had two. Now, we've had one.
I don't know, G.
Who?
McFadden and Ike Taylor.
Man, get McFadden. Hell no. I mean, he was all right, but
What?
No, hell no. He is all right. And McFadden was all right. Listen, Ike Taylor was a baller. Now, don't get me wrong. McFadden was all right. But Woodson and Lake, JPJ Dean. They both can handle their business. Lake and Woodson was a dog. Lake was a dog. JPJ Dean, dogs. Avatars. 6'1", 6'2", 200-something plus our pounds. You ain't pushing nobody around. They can play press man all day and night, and they're going to get physical with you. So I'm going back that far. And I love the idea of having those two dudes play press man, because that makes all the rest of the defense just, you don't even know. That inverted diamond with the three safeties, what the hell are they going to – the NFL going to look like? What the hell is this? So maybe I'm wrong. I like McFadden. I like Taylor.
What about Deshae Townsend and McFadden or Ike Taylor?
That's closer. That's closer. That's closer. But I still would take Dean and JPJ over Deshae Townsend and Taylor. I would, personally. I would take them too. Because I've seen Dean get down in Tampa. I saw it. And I know what JPJ is. Let's be clear. So they got some dog. And B, they got backups. They can run Samuel out there, Nichols out there.
You have a good secondary and a cornerback room when you're talking about Jalen Ramsey being a guy that if you get in a pinch, you can put him at outside corner.
Yeah.
You got a good cornerback room when in a pinch, you can say, okay, we'll put Jalen Ramsey out there.
Yeah.
So,
he ain't even in the discussion. On the outside, you got JPJ, Eccles, Samuel, Dean. Come on, dog. And Everett, who's the fifth guy. And like you said, in a pinch, Ramsey. We cooking with fish grease on them corners. It's diabolical, man. Them corners is nice, boy.
They are. I like what the Steelers are doing. They're staying in the 3-4 front. Is that a mistake, G? Do you think it is? Or the thing about it is the sub package look. The Steelers just year after year after year get more into sub package look and getting out of their 3-4 front because they have to. The league has demanded it because that's what everybody used to talk about. I mean, how many times did we see slot receivers lined up against middle linebackers and teams were just cooking us? And I'm like, man, do something different. Well, the Steelers are finally doing something different. I don't mind the 3-4 look. I know a lot of people wanted to go to 4-3. I don't mind it per se. I'd still like to see them move. But if they're going to be in sub-package defense most of the time, which they will be because teams demand that when they run 11 personnel, you have to move. I also think something that the Steelers they haven't hardly ever done is go to dime, where
Yeah,
you only
facts.
have one linebacker on the field and you get 6 DBs out there. Like the Steelers, I could probably count on 2 hands of the number of snaps last season, how many times they were in dime coverage, G. Not very often at all.
Well, I think they have the ability to do that with the depth of the defensive back room. Like we said, we counted 5 corners. If you count Ramsey in there, there's 6. We know we got 3 safety. There's 9 defensive backs, and all of them can play. And the issue is this, B. When you start putting defensive backs on the field, can they tackle? That's the whole thing, right? Because we know some of the jury's out on some of our linebackers' ability to be able to tackle. So if we have defensive backs that can tackle, that matters. So a dime package you might see. And I think you're going to see more defensive backs on the back end than you might see on the front end. Now, the 3-4 package matters from this way. If they run 3-4, then you got to see TJ and Highsmith dropping the coverage. I saw in OTAs early, there was some footage. I saw TJ dropping. And I was like, what? TJ? Drop? Really? TJ Gray drop. So, I mean, the versatility of the defense comes down to guys being able to make tackles and keeping them off balance. But I know that 4-2-5 sub package look is going to be the bomb this year. Because you could put Ramsey, you could be Ramsey and give a team a 3 linebacker look with Ramsey. Ramsey could come down in the box and tackle a guy. So it's going to be the ability of how fast they can make tackles. Because if they're missing tackles, all this is for none anyway. Well, how many times did we see on film where a guy was in position to make a play and they just didn't make the freaking tackle? Yeah. How many times? It's unbelievable.
I think the Steelers are going to be while they're saying 3-4, I think it's a smokescreen, G. I really believe it's a smokescreen. I think the Steelers are going to be in a 4-2-5 look, and that's going to end up being their base defense. Let's go to the super chat by Smoothest Booty. Said, I'm seeing a lot of Bucs fans saying Dean was only good contract year like Pierre. No. Dean was good the year before, too. Facts. Now, he was good last year, but he was good the year before, too.
Facts.
And that's fine. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Guys do play well in their contract year, but he was also pretty good in 2024.
Facts.
But, Bucs fans, they could have signed him, but they didn't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see soon enough, but I like Dean. I like Dean. And there it is, Z-Man. Dean played good the last few years. It wasn't just last year. If it was only last year, then okay, we could have that conversation. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It literally wasn't. But some Tampa fans, because early he wasn't great. Yeah. And first impressions, that's all they need to see, and they never forget what they initially saw. It wouldn't matter how good he played. Some fans are never going to see anything different than that. Just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I agree, because they pissed off because they couldn't sign him.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. The hating starts as soon as you walk out the door. They pissed off because they didn't sign him. Oh, well, you messed up. We got him, and we're going to play press man a whole hell of a lot. We're going to play press man a whole hell of a and we're going to send a blitz package after the other opposing team's quarterback and get his ass on the ground. That's what we're going to do in Pittsburgh, B. So I'm hyped. And listen, B, last point. How many times did we hear about where teams didn't really do a film study or film session because they knew about the tendencies of the Tomlin defense and that cover 3 drop? How many times did we hear about that? Like they didn't really have to study because they knew what the tendencies was. There's no film on Graham. Like, you can go to the Raiders and watch it, but our personnel is 100 times better than the Raiders. Mm-hmm. So that's an advantage. Now, it might later on in the year, after teams actually start doing film study and paying attention, it's going to matter. But right off the bat, you ain't got no film. So because you ain't got no film, they're going to cause problems early. That defense is going to be tenacious. And you've already said it. Top 15 defense? Shit. Book it. Book it. Divisional champs. And at least one playoff win. Book it. Book it.
Well, think about this. The Steelers' defense was 28th in the league last year, and they won the division.
Yep.
So, and that, I mean, just think about that. It was 28th in the league, and they won the division. If they get up to 15 and the offense is 15, how much better are the Steelers?
Facts.
I just, all the people talking about this and saying they're going to have a drop-off. I told y'all 2 weeks ago. The national media just doesn't want to say anything bad about Mike Tomlin. God love him, but it was just time. And it's okay to say it was just time. But the national media doesn't want to say that the Steelers can be good without Mike Tomlin. So, they're going to stay. They're going to come in third. I'm like, what makes you what part of the Steelers didn't get better? Like where other than middle linebacker, which the difference is middle linebacker, they didn't get worse.
Facts.
They just didn't upgrade anybody. Like they didn't get worse in that room. But other than that, what position didn't get better? Even if you could say, well, outside linebacker didn't add anybody. Yeah, but how much better is Sawyer and Herbig going to be with another year of tutelage? You know, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not expecting TJ Watt to have the same year that he had last year either, G. I'm expecting him to be better. So that secondary, when we start talking about it, there's somebody that nobody even brings up because he missed almost all of last year, is Deshaun Elliott.
Facts.
Like nobody even talks about Deshaun Elliott. That was basically like a redshirt year. We're adding him to the fold when he really didn't play. The secondary should be crazy for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2026, G. It should be crazy.
Yeah. I'm talking. I'm ready to start talking strong, right? And I you know what I can't wait for? To see the mass national media start backtracking. After we rip off them first 8, we 6-2 or better. And we rip them games off and the Steelers. No, don't jump on the bandwagon now. Don't jump on the band. And our defensive backs, we got some killers. The whole element, like you said, Elliott with the redshirt year, and you add Brisker in there. Come on, dog. Our DB room is solid. It is solid, man. I'd say top 5 defensive back room in the NFL. Top 5. And I'm talking strong like that. Top 5. When you talk about depth, position, actual player ranking. Now, do I want another safety? Yes. Because I don't want to have an injury. We'll see what happens after June 1. But we top 5. The Houston Texans, Seattle, maybe the Rams. Okay, and let's start talking. Now, who next? It's us. So yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Maybe the Philadelphia Eagles and then us. We up there, bro. We up there. So I think we're ready. Top 5 for sure. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
Yeah, and I want to address because our main man Carl was saying that JPJ's got too many penalties, not INTs, to stand out in the league. JPJ wasn't even in the top 20 when it comes to penalties by defensive back last year.
Facts.
He wasn't in the top 20. So I get that he was the year before. He had a ton, but he cut his penalties in half. So when you were literally just talking about cornerbacks or defensive backs in general, as far as the number of penalties, he's not in the top 20. He's not in the top 30. Like, I'm going down this list. You got to go a long way before you get to Joey Porter Jr. as far as penalties in the league.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what we're talking about, but the bottom line is we were asking him to cut down on his penalties. He did that. He still hadn't given up a real touchdown since he's been in the National Football League. So it's Joey Porter Jr. is a guy. Yeah. He's a guy. We got to forget what we saw 2 and 3 years ago with penalties and go by what he's doing as of today. So that's what we got to do. Mason with the super chat said, I think the Steelers defense will be a lot like those Belichick defenses back in the day, particularly with the position versatility. And, I mean, if you listen to Patrick Graham, he learned under those guys. Like, he knows what he's doing when it comes to position versatility. Oh, yeah. Do different things. I feel like the Steelers' defense is going to be very versatile and moving around a lot. He's going to do a lot. So, I just like what I'm seeing. That's all. Now, granted, we're not seeing much. I'm liking what I'm hearing.
Yes.
That's the thing. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Now, the one thing is, we can hear it, but all that's got to translate to the football field.
Facts.
But only thing that we can talk about right now is what's on paper. That's the only thing we can talk about. And on paper, the Steelers secondary, G, should be legit.
Yes.
It should be legit.
I'm calling top 5. No, outside of injuries, I'm calling top 5. We legit. We can play any type of defense you want to play, and they can get after it. Like how I said, the offensive line is the key on the offense. The whole key on the defense is how well can our linebackers be able to get to the ball and tackle the player. If they can do that and not let guys break off 15, 20, 25-yard runs, that's going to put all kind of pressure on that front 7 in the defense. And B, you know what happens when that happens. Quarterbacks start making mistakes. And we got the defensive backs that can make interceptions, picks, do all kind of diabolical stuff. We got playmakers back there in that defensive backfield. So yeah, hell yeah. I think we're going to be, it's the whole key is do the linebackers make the tackles. If they make the tackles, that puts pressure on that front 7. Now the quarterback's going to start making mistakes because he's going to have pressure on him. Pressure busts pipes. Quarterbacks mess up when they got pressure. And that gives our defensive backs an advantage. So yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it totally, bro. I can't freaking wait. Let's go.
Absolutely. So let's move on, man. Let's talk about some of this Colin Cowherd nonsense that he's talking about. So Colin Cowherd on his show is called basically taking a shot at Omar Khan. And what he said is Omar Khan was in the building for a long time. I think if you're a real go-getter, I think you have to leave the building so I don't look at the Steelers front office as elite. And what he's talking about leaving the building, I just don't understand. I think they played it safe with the Mike McCarthy hire, who I don't think is a disaster, but it's a safe play. Then earlier on the Colin Cowherd show, John Middlecoff, who's a former NFL scout, which let me put the emphasis on former, said their front office is what it used to be for a long time is not viewed that way anymore, is that they play it safe. The first thing that I would say about that, do you think Omar Khan was the guy who decided to hire Mike McCarthy? I think that was Art Rooney II had more to say about that than Omar Khan. So that would be my first thoughts there. But and then saying that they play it safe because they have a bunch of veterans. Well, do you want everybody on your team young? Like he talks about a bunch of veterans and, well, you've got an old quarterback. Well, the MVP of the league was 37 years old last year. Facts. So what are we talking about? Yeah. Everybody isn't 28 years old, 26 years old playing football, man. Guys can be older and can win. So to me, I think, again, I got to talk about the Steelers. I don't like what they do. I don't necessarily agree with it, so I'm just going to continue to badmouth them because people listen to me when I badmouth them.
Well, first of all, let's say this. Colin Cowherd can kick rocks as far as I'm concerned, right off the bat, because his favorite team is the Rams.
Yes.
He talks at length about the Los Angeles Rams, about how good their office is and coaching and this, that, and this. Who cares, right? And you're a West Coast bias all day and night. Second of all, let's say this. Omar Khan has probably been, since he's been running the front office for the Pittsburgh Steelers, top 5 in aggressive of getting players to rebuild the 53-man roster for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the National Football League. People forget how much of a mess Kevin Colbert left us. Kevin Colbert left us in a mess, B. And a mess. In this shorter time period, look how aggressive Omar Khan has been to rebuild the 53-man roster to get us in position to insert the franchise quarterback. He's absolutely done it. B, I would legitimately say inside linebacker, maybe safety away from being able to insert the franchise quarterback. And we got an old head franchise quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. So Omar Khan's been outstanding. Let's be clear. Now, people talk about the lemon deal and all whatever. Who cares? Right? It's over with. We got Max Honichur. Okay, he smoked it. People talk about Broderick Jones. Okay, he smoked it. He didn't miss with them other damn first, second, third, fourth, and fifth round picks. He ain't missed with none of them. He's out there cooking with fish grease. Look what he got with Dean. Look what he got with Pittman. Look what he got with DK Metcalf. Look what this dude has done, bruh. This dude, he got all the guys.
Look at the offensive line.
Yeah, look at Ramsey. He been kicking ass. So all the hating on the Steelers, like you said, he ain't got nothing else to talk about. So I'm just gonna hate on Pittsburgh. It's okay. Colin Cowherd, keep your ass right on out on the West Coast. We don't care nothing about you. But I don't want to hear your mouth. Like I said, when we whooping teams, I don't want to hear all of it. I don't want to hear because he playing it safe. Mike McCarthy was actually a great hire, not hire. I was pissed. B, you know, I wanted a young guy. I wanted Shula. But when I actually thought about it, McCarthy and his system and then what he brought with the coaching staff, the improvement offensive line, the defensive coaching staff, oh, man, come on, man. We couldn't have got a better guy. And I was mad as hell at first, but then I had to let my emotions get out of it and actually look. McCarthy is a proven football coach. Let's freaking go.
Yeah,
get out of here, Coward, man. Get him out of here, B. Can't stand that dude.
Absolutely. So, Remix said Colin Cowherd ain't an ex-bingo. Yes, he is. He don't like the Steelers. He needs to get out of the media. You're 100% correct.
Yeah.
100% correct. So Claude Bishop with the super chat, he said, Big B, Tampa or Jacksonville? I guess we're going to the game. Look, I haven't decided on one thing. I guess I have decided there is a 0% chance that I'm going to Jacksonville. 0%. I'm not going to Jacksonville for a football game.
Facts.
That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, as far as everything is concerned, there is no bueno that I will be headed to Jacksonville to do a football game, to watch a football game. I'm not going to Jacksonville. Tampa, on the other hand, we can probably make that happen. We probably need to start looking in to get some tickets for Tampa because I can get to Tampa. You know, I know some people down there. I know some people down in Tampa that I can get down in touch with.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And find out, see what's what, see what the lay of the land is down in Tampa. Should be hot weather, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, should be hot weather.
Late October, it's going to be beautiful, B.
It'll be beautiful down there. I might wear one of my shirts where I can have my belly out, you know. I just as a reminder to everybody, I'll be going on vacation. It's not for, a little month and a half or so. I'll be going on vacation. Just stay tuned. If you're not already part of the Facebook channel, you got to be a member. But if you're a part of the Facebook channel, there will be pictures there every day of me. I'm telling you right now. And again, I'm going to keep reminding y'all. I know I've told you. My goal is when you see me, you won't be able to tell the difference between my face and this T-shirt. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. That is my whole goal. I want to be as black as midnight. As black as midnight. That is my whole goal when I go on vacation. Eat good food and be as black as midnight, G. That's where I'm going for. And in Tampa, I might be able to get that. If it's good weather, I might be able to do that too.
Well, hell, if you put the work in all the summer, it's just going to carry on in October. We're going to be straight.
Oh, yeah, I started. I started yesterday. Yesterday. I was out there all day. We had a good day, but that is blurple is what I like to call it, G. Blurple.
Yeah. Got to put the work in.
Yeah. Got to put the work in. Got to fight.
I wish I could do that. I turn red as the logos in the back where it say the Buckeyes. I turn red. I can't get brown to save my damn life. One time, I just want to look like a piece of chicken. Just one time. I just want to look like a piece of fried chicken. Just one time, man. Every time I turn red, man, I just want to look like a piece of fried chicken, man. A nice brown undertone. Give me a piece of chicken one time, man. One time, man. Can't do it, though. Be red all the time.
I hear you. Mr. Home with the super chat said Tomlin controlled Omar decisions. Omar is free now. I personally believe that, except when it comes to hiring the head coach. I think when you're talking about personnel decisions, okay. But when it came to the head coach, I think Omar had his list of guys, but I don't think he made that final decision. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But personally, I like what Omar Khan is doing. I like what he is doing, man. But we'll see. We'll see. People say I'm going to be charcoal sleek. I like that.
Yeah, they said big, black, and sexy. I feel y'all. Hey, y'all, listen, give me some love. I just want to look like a piece of fried chicken, man. Brown undertone, man. Just give me one. Give me a piece of chicken one time. Just one time, man. Maybe I got to get the right lotion. Maybe you can show me what I need to do because I'm doing it wrong because I just turned red. I'm doing it wrong. I got to get some lotion and some SPF 30, whatever all the hell you got to get right. I don't be doing it, man. I'll be out there looking. And remember, somebody at the draft said I was transparent. Dan, that was diabolical. Said I was transparent. So I don't want to be like that. I want to be dark. I want to get some darkness on me too, man.
See,
We
now,
can be twin.
here's a
We can be
comment.
twin brother darkness. Twin
Our
brother.
man Keith says, Big B, show off those stretch marks like I'm a clown.
Oh,
Like, first of all, what other dude is looking at another dude's stretch marks? You got to stop with the nonsense, man. Don't be looking at my belly, okay? Look somewhere else, all right? If I bother you that much, because I don't give a damn, okay? I've been married. It'll be 23 years. I don't care. If she don't care, I don't care. Why do you care? Do
Facts.
something else, my brother. Do something else.
Yeah, facts.
It's always one in the group, isn't it? Looking at
Yeah.
another man talking about, hey, man, look at this stretch marks. What's wrong with you? Stop it. Huddle up. Huddle up with your damn self, by the way. Jesus Christ. What are we talking about?
Single huddle. Single huddle. Single huddle. Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
Single huddle. B, they said I'll be Bojangles G. That's what they said they're going to call me.
Bojangles G?
They said one chicken. Chicken Nugget G. They was calling me Chicken Nugget G, Bojangles G. I'll take that. Hey, listen, one time. I just don't want to be Red Creamsicle G. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be red like that. Look like a damn glass of Kool-Aid. No, hell no. I don't want to look like that.
What about high yellow? You don't get hot yellow?
No, hell no. I get red, man.
Ah, man.
You know what? Somebody in live chat said I need to rub some Crisco on. Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I put, hey, if that's gonna
hold
turn me
on.
brown.
Now, no, because we already know what G does, man. We already know that G loves his cream. Now y'all are talking about him putting on Crisco. Now we've gone too far. Like, we can't just have normal conversations. You know, why do you, but you brought it on yourself talking about you want to look like a piece of chicken. Like,
That's
who
fine.
says that? Who says
Crispiness.
that?
I want to be brown and crispy.
Okay, just say that. But nobody says I want to look like a piece of chicken because you knew what the chat was going to do. Now it's Crisco. You want frying Crisco grease. Now you want to rub Crisco all over your body. See, that's the problem. That's what the problem is that there it is. Diddy. Exactly. Exactly. Wanting to rub Crisco on it. See, I knew it. I knew it. I can't take you nowhere, G.
I'm trying, man. I didn't go to the gutter. The chat went to the gutter. It wasn't me. I just want to be brown. I need their advice. Somebody said Crisco, so I said, hell, run it. Whatever it's going to take. I just don't want to be red.
But that's the problem. Why? If somebody says Crisco and rub Crisco on your body, the next word out of your mouth shouldn't be run it. Okay? That's not what it should be. All right? That's where the problem comes in. Okay? Yeah. You encourage this bad behavior.
I do.
Okay? They only do it because you allow it. You got to cut them off at the pass.
Yeah. I got to huddle up, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got to huddle up. I'm sorry, y'all.
And now look at Scott. Now, Scott was talking about the line meat whipping people. Now he's talking about whipped cream too. You see, this is what you start. This is what you bring to the chat. The chat was doing real good. They were doing real good tonight. And the next thing you know, here they go. And it's a good thing we're at the producer question. We were never going to be able to get the chat back on the rail. They're not coming back tonight. They are not.
What in what universe was the chat doing well? They've been diabolical since we kicked this thing off. Hell to the no. They didn't need nothing from G. Let's be clear. They didn't need nothing from G. They needed nothing. They was ready. Matter of fact, they pulled me in. I would say something that Felicia told us at the draft, B, but I'm not going to repeat what she said. You remember what she said? What Claude did to her? I would say that, but I'm not going to say that live on air. Felicia might say it over in the chat. I'm not saying it because, boy, that'll get the chat jumping. So I'm not going to say it, but yeah. Ready. See what we did, Christine. Hey, look what you did. You've been diabolical from the beginning. From the very jump, you was ready.
Who?
2 feet. Christine. She jumped in with 2 feet.
Yeah.
2 feet jumped in. Come on, girl. Stop that.
There's a comment here. I'm going to read it. From Jamie Carlos. Say, I work with a dark man doing roofs. And when white coworker asked a black coworker if he wore sunscreen, black coworker said sunscreen. He replied, that's like putting Crisco in the frying pan.
See? I see.
But that doesn't mean that he was saying no. That didn't. None of that comment. G said, hey, Big G, you should rub Crisco on your body. Run it. None of that comment meant anything like that. That's not what it meant.
That's facts. That's facts. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the producer question of the evening. I appreciate you all being in here. Thank you very much. I apologize for my co-host and his actions. I apologize. You all were being very good, keeping it professional, talking football, minus Miss Christine, and minus Capricorn Steel. I mean, y'all hijacked my man Capricorn Steel. He has been turned over to the dark side, G. What the hell is going on?
All of them was over there, man. I'm snitching on all of them. All of them was over there. Every last 186 or however many damn people was in this chat, they was all over there acting diabolical. I'm telling on all of them. I don't get
like
it. Nino Brown. I'm like Nino Brown. I got a whole lot of information and numbers. I got a whole lot. So if I'm going down, everybody going down. I'm telling on everybody. Snitch. Because you can say what it is. They was all diabolical tonight. They was all diabolical. All of them.
I don't believe that. I'm not putting that on the chat tonight. I blame you.
Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is.
Yeah, I can't believe our main man got hijacked, though. Got compromised. Our man of distinction got compromised in the chat. Y'all dirty dogs, man. They compromised him, G. I can't believe it.
It's too
All
late.
right, here we go. So the Steelers have the third most Hall of Famers behind the Bears and Packers, which is wild about behind the Bears, but whatever. The NFL's new rule caps every team at 32 members, which is insane. What Hall of Fame Steeler would you strip of their jacket in order to get Big Ben in? A, Lynn Swann, the iconic 70s vertical threat. 5,400 receiving yards, 51 TDs are dwarfed by modern statistical volume. B, Jerome Bettis, the emotional heart of the 2005 run, 13,662 yards, but whose career average was 3.9. Terry Bradshaw, 4 rings, league MVP, but efficiency bad, 51%, 210 TDs, 212 TDs, 210 picks, and none. Big Ben can enshrine himself in his beer basement. I'm not doing it.
B. And but listen, live chat, make sure you put a
hashtag in front of your answers so they can tabulate at the bottom. Make sure you put a hashtag.
Listen, this is a no doubter. D. D. I'm not taking no Steeler out of the Hall of Fame.
No.
Even though C might be close. Let's be clear. C might be close, but D. Big Ben can do what he needs to do for himself. He don't know. It's all about D, bro. Bradshaw's close. Because would I rather have been in than Bradshaw? Yeah, I mean, Bradshaw got us 4 chips. He wasn't the reason we got the 4 chips, but he got 4 chips.
Well, here's the thing, though, G. In the actual Super Bowls, you can't name a Super Bowl where Terry Bradshaw played bad.
That's facts.
You know? I mean, and he was the MVP at 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, I look, Bradshaw's fine. His numbers weren't great, but you got to remember, in the past, in the league that he was in, it was throw the ball as far as you can down the field, and maybe somebody will catch it. Maybe they won't. Yeah. That was what the passing game was.
Yeah. But B, man, I think Big Ben, he's going to hold his own.
Yeah, I do too.
Ben's going to get in just fine, you know. But to take a guy Steeler out of the Hall of Fame, hell, I'm pissed about making sure we get everybody who's supposed to be in there in. Hating Hall of Fame for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm going D, bro. I mean, I think this is a no-brainer. It's actually, to me, sort of easy question.
I'm still trying to figure out why they capped the number. Like, why does that matter?
It don't.
You know?
B, all it matters is we've been kicking ass since the 70s. I mean, let's be clear. That's all it matters. Is since about 1970, we've been whooping ass. And it's 2026. That's why we got all these guys that can get in the Hall of Fame, because they've had Hall of Fame careers because of the success of the Steelers. Let's not forget, we're trying to get number 7, and nobody else can even line up with us. I heard them diabolical Browns fans the other day. Well, if you count our championships back, them don't freaking count. They don't count.
They didn't let black people play back then.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
no, I take that back. They did because Jim Brown was playing.
Yeah, but come on, man.
But it was
I'm
limited.
I'm talking about, bro, that them don't count. We talking
Yeah.
about Super Bowls.
Talking about Super Bowls.
Super Bowl. So yeah, no, them Browns championships don't matter. We going for 7. So
Yeah.
Big Ben can handle his own, man. He can't handle his own.
Yeah, I agree. Capricorn Steel with the super chat, he said Bradshaw threw fourth quarter TDs in every Super Bowl he played. Yes, he did.
That's
like
fine.
Bradshaw, like I said, we can talk about his numbers and all that stuff, but in the biggest game, Terry Bradshaw was on top of his game.
Yeah, he was.
He was on top of his game. So winning matters.
Yeah.
Winning matters. And playing well matters.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to win, but it's another thing to be the reason why you won.
Yeah.
So,
I know against the Rams, I was watching some highlights the other day. How many times did he hit Stallworth and Schwann? I mean, just running wide open, man. He chucked that bad baby. He chucked, and they was just running wide open. And, he hit them all them times. Yeah, so Bradshaw, big games, he's sort of like Robert Ory, B. Got all them championships. You like, damn, how the hell did he get them? Because in big games, he showed up. Big game Bradshaw, he showed up. Now, some of the other ones, I don't know. We leaned on the running game, but I'm not taking Bradshaw out. Let's keep Big Ben in there. What's
let's see. Smootest Buddha says the Browns won their chips in the Jim Crow era. Brownie fans can STFU. Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Well, you're right. They did.
Yeah. And they was talking strong to me, Smootest. Talking strong. Well, we got y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all ain't got no what? You ain't been to one since hell before I was born. And I'm well into my 50s. So you ain't got no chip? Get out of here, man. The Browns. That's why I can't stand them. I can't stand them elves, them little dirty brown elves. I can't stand them. The mistake by the lake. Get them out of here, man. You had opportunities, you smoked it. Ernest Biner smoked one for you. You couldn't stop John Elway. How about that? Hell, that was in the 80s. I was still in high school.
Right.
Trash-ass Browns. Get them out of here, man. I can't even stand them.
Yes, you're exactly right, sir. Whip-a-lot. It was a hypothetical in the question. It was a hypothetical. They didn't actually cap it. That threw me off as well. But no, they did not cap how many players can be from one team. It's just 32 teams. So that was just a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody said Brian Sipe.
Yeah.
I remember Brian Sipe from
the
Browns.
He won MVP, like 79 or 78 one of the years. He won MVP. So what? That ain't gonna win no championship 79, 70. The Steelers won the chip 79. Come on now. Let's be clear. Ain't get no championship. Get them. I can't, man. I'm telling you, my blood pressure go up every time I start talking about Cleveland. Can't stand them, man. Can't stand the Browns. And I know for sure we ain't going to Cleveland for no damn traveling game this year, B. Hell to the no.
No.
Hell no, we ain't going.
I mean, unless I have to, I'll never go to Cleveland. I've been there once. I'll admit, I learned how to swim when I was in Cleveland, Ohio. I was 4 years old. My dad was tired of me hanging on his shoulders in the swimming pool, and he showed me how to swim that day. But I haven't been back, and if I don't have to go, I mean, we're too old to be saying I'll never do anything because we don't know what's going to happen in our life. We've been around too long. But if I don't have to go to Cleveland, I will never. And I'm never going to see a Pittsburgh Steelers. I just won't go unless I have to go. I'm not going to watch a Pittsburgh Steelers game in Cleveland. That doesn't make any sense. Quite frankly, I'm not even sure that I'm going to go to watch, even if I went to Pittsburgh, that I would go watch a Cleveland Browns game. I'm not even sure I would do that.
Yeah. B, I live in Ohio, and I ain't going to no damn Cleveland game.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell there or Cincinnati. No.
Claude Bishop said, I never, ever take the Browns or Bengals serious. Until they show me something, no.
Facts. Total facts, Claude. But, Claude, you stop with the evil empire. Stop that, Claude. But I'm with you on that one. With you on that one. Bears have 41, Packers 36, Cowboys how many? We need to be about 50.
Cowboys in Pittsburgh have 32.
50. Steelers need 50.
Smoothest Buddhist with the super chat said they should rename Cleveland Browns Stadium to Ben Roethlisberger Stadium. That's 100% the truth.
Yeah.
The man owned that stadium.
Yeah.
Literally owned it.
Yeah. Yeah. And McCarthy gonna fix this. B, how many years in a row we done split with them trash Browns? We ain't that. Nah, hell no. Even though I know they improved, we ain't splitting this year.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
I'm so sick of it, man. So sick of it.
Steve Strauss said he goes to Cleveland and Cincinnati for cheap seats.
Yeah.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank everybody for being in here and hanging with us this evening for the big show. We appreciate you guys, man. Big G, any final thoughts?
Man, absolutely, man. Thanks for joining us for another episode of The Big Show, man. We have the best live chat in the world, man, and we can't do it without you guys. We appreciate all the support you do over here on Steelers Almighty. Make sure you go back and check out all the content on Steelers Almighty channel. My boy B is over here killing it. So, yeah, we appreciate it, man. But you can check me out on my own channel, The Know-It-Alls, capital KNOITALLZ. Put up a piece today talking about the great Gazoo himself is in the time machine, and he's about to get it done for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's caught in a time warp. The Gazoo's ready to go. So check out the Know-It-Alls podcast channel. Keeping it 100, Menace to Yins, Smash the Gas, all the different content that I have going on the Know-It-Alls podcast channel. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me for sure, man. And I'm loving it because we counting down. We're almost ready to kick this damn thing off, and I cannot freaking wait, dog. I cannot freaking wait.
Absolutely. So appreciate everybody being in here. Again, podcast is tomorrow. Make sure you guys show up. Again, no OTA, no media in OTA, so don't really have a whole lot that we can talk about. But Thursday, we should. The media is being allowed in on Thursday, so we should have something for you on Thursday evening when we do our Thursday evening rant. So I appreciate it. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. When the show is over, go leave a comment, hit that like button. We appreciate everybody. Until next time, aloha.